morning, guys. I am bringing you guys along my morning routine, and I'm super excited because my mornings are like sacred to me. They are the times that I really connect with myself, connect with God before the day really gets started. And honestly, I've had a little bit of a struggle in the last few months and years really getting into a morning routine because in my mind, I'm like, I have so much to do. What do I look like, spending 2 hours or an hour or 30 minutes spending time with God and myself and drinking coffee and all the things? But I realized that this is the most important time of the day, and I can't afford not to do it, right? I think sometimes I'll think like, I can't afford to do this, like I just need to go. But something that I remind myself with is you can't afford not to, right? Because if not, I'm going throughout the day scatterbrained. I'm going throughout the day like just overwhelmed, doubtful, like all these different things. So when I really pour into my morning and my time with God, everything else just feels amazing. And even when things don't go my way, I can trust that God is in control. So that's what this morning routine is all about. Super excited. Stay tuned. So after I de-shed all that nighttime gunk, okay, take off my bonnet, wash all the spit off, all that, then I make my bed. I know it's like cliche to be like, make your bed, but I promise you, making your bed is life-changing, okay? Life-changing. My days are better when I make my bed. So make your bed. Okay, guys, so now that we have the cafecito in hand, we are on to the good part. This is truly the part of my morning routine that I believe with everything in me has changed my life, along with therapy and a whole lot of inner work. But this part of my morning routine has been so life-changing, and I give this part of my morning routine so much credit for who I'm becoming, because there's something really special about learning to spend quality time with yourself. Not distracted, not on your phone, not doing something else, not helping people, just spending time with you, in your own thoughts, in your own mind. And that's what this has done for me. And honestly, I give it credit for so much of the growth, the self-love that I have for myself, the way I know myself, the way I'm able to be gentle with myself and read the room, right? Push myself when I need it, but also be gentle and have grace for myself when I need it. And that's something that's taken a really long time for me to get to, because the voices that you had growing up so often become your inner voice. And so my inner voice was really, really critical of me. And it's taken years of inner work to get to a place where I can give myself grace and I can love myself even on the bad days, even on the days where I'm struggling to show up. I still love myself fully. And so I'm really excited to show you guys. I always have my books right here with my glasses, but I'm not wearing these glasses today. And I'm just gonna go through them really, really quick just to show you guys what I have. So I have my little journal, of course. This is like literally like $10 at Target for 3 of them, and I really like them. This book right here, this has been a game changer. It's not one of those books that you just read. It's a book that truly makes you do the inner work. So if you buy it, be ready for the inner work. I'm reading this book called Captivating. It is really about unveiling the mystery of a woman's soul, and it has been so good as someone who is in this new era of learning to be who God has called her to be, learning to embrace all that God has called me to be as a woman, and embracing that feminine side of myself that so often gets so lost when we're building a business, when we're all these things, when we just haven't learned it, we've never seen it. And so I'm learning so much in this book about really what we desire as women and all the things that God has put inside of us that are so beautiful. And we don't need to try to be like men to be incredible. We are incredible the way that we are. Last book, Attached. This thing right here, y'all. Good. I know I'm saying this about every book, but this has been so insightful for me. I'm on page 177, and it has been so good. Really has helped me understand myself and my attachment style. I'm a little anxious, you know, a little bit secure, mostly anxious, but it's been so interesting to understand myself, why I do what I do, and what I can do to grow from it. So, and of course, the one and only book, the Bible, okay? So you guys will see how I do it. I usually go from one chapter in the Bible, I journal a little bit about it, and then I go into my books. And something that has been super helpful for me is reading. When I get bored of one book, I just go straight into the next. I used to try to force myself to keep reading, but like, no, if I'm 20 pages in and I don't want to read that book anymore, next book. And that has been the key to me truly just reading. I'll literally read like 200 pages in one sitting, which is crazy. We're not doing that this morning. We have a lot to do today. But sometimes I'll go to the park and I'll literally read 200, 300 pages just because I'm constantly switching the book and it continues to be exciting. So this is my little morning routine. Can't forget the cafecito. And yeah, y'all, let's get into it all. Guys, I forgot to tell you about a very important piece of the puzzle. My affirmations. Okay, so I do want to make a video specifically on how I created these affirmations, why they're impactful for me, because I think like affirmations can get really like, I am rich, and like it's just not that, you know, you don't want to be rich, but I feel like they're not impactful because they're not created specifically for us, what we struggle with. Like, for example, something that I struggle with is trusting my intuition, and I am afraid of making the wrong choice, and I'm always overthinking my choices. And so something that I have here is, thank you, Jesus, that I trust myself and my intuition. And so it's about truly creating affirmations that like actually speak to your struggles, actually speak to the things that you're trying to get better at, because I think that is where true change actually happens. And so I have it in four areas. I created affirmations for my spiritual life, my career, financials life, my relationships, and my health and personal. And so these have been super impactful. I want to share more in detail. Obviously for me, before my affirmations, I say like, thank you, Jesus, da da da. That's just for me as a Christian, but like, you don't have to do that. Obviously there was a time where I didn't do that. It's just something that I implemented in a new way that just has allowed me to like gain more trust and just like let go of my life a little bit more instead of being so intense about it. So that's kind of how I'm doing it right now. But regardless, whatever your belief is, you know, just doing it in a way that aligns with you. So yeah, I'm going to say these now. I don't know if I'll include any clips of this. It's a bit awkward. I'll keep recording, but we'll see what I include. It's a bit awkward for people to hear all your affirmations, you know, so we'll see. But yeah, I just say these out loud. Sometimes I say them in the mirror, sometimes I don't. I just try to be very like emphasized when I say them, not just like, thank you, Jesus, that I trust myself and my intuition. It's like, no, thank you, Jesus, that I trust myself and my intuition. Like my brain has to believe that I actually believe that, right? I'm working towards believing that. So yeah, this is a key part. And if you look at my room, my car, I literally printed this out. I have it like 3 times in my room. I have it in my car. I have it everywhere. So super, super key for me. Thank you, Jesus, that I trust myself and my intuition. Thank you, Jesus, that my body is healthy and strong. Thank you, Jesus, that I see myself and my body through your lens of love. And don't get me wrong, guys, this feels really cringy sometimes, I can't lie. It feels really cringy to just like say a bunch of things. You're just like, half of them, you don't really believe them yet. And it's a little weird, but I'm learning to get over that because honestly, I've seen the change in myself, and it feels like I'm brainwashing my mind to love myself. And I love that. I'm brainwashing my mind to believe that I am capable and worthy of everything that's coming my way. And I truly believe that it's impossible to build something or create something that you don't believe you're worthy of. If I don't believe I'm worthy of an incredible marriage that I feel so loved and honored, then I'm probably not going to get that. If I don't feel like I'm worthy of a business that is making money and it's truly bringing me financial freedom, then I'm probably not going to get that. And so it's really been interesting to me as I read books and I'm growing to see how we can choose the thoughts we believe, right? Like I can either brainwash myself, right? Like if we're not intentional, we automatically brainwash ourselves to believe that we suck, that we're this, that we're that we're not as good as that person, because that's what society is telling us. And so I refuse to allow that to be true. Like it's up to us to speak life into ourselves and to tell ourselves what to believe. And over time, there are some things on that affirmations list that I used to say and feel like, I don't believe that. And some things now I read them and it feels different. And I kind of do believe them. And so it's cool to see how that transition is happening. And if I'm honest with you, there's some things on there that I read and I still, it don't connect all the way. But it's all right. It will connect one day. That's what it's about. The one day. Now we're on to books. This part of this book literally changed my life. What you put your attention on grows. How often have you lamented about what you didn't want? I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be old. I don't want to live here. I don't want to have this relationship. I don't want to be like my mother or father. I don't want to be stuck in this job. I don't want to have this hair, nose, body. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be sick. Did it ever bring you what you really wanted? Fighting the negative is a total waste of time if you really want to make changes in your life. The more you dwell on what you do not want, the more of it you create. That's good right there. I think so often it's easy for us to be running from something and not to something. We're running from what we saw growing up. We're running from our ex and the relationship we had, and we definitely don't want that again, etc. We're always running away from something instead of, what do I want? Like, let's forget about what I don't want. What do I want, right? What kind of relationship do I want to have? What kind of family do I want to have? What relationship do I want to have with my body, etc., right? And it's just, I feel like this applied is so powerful and changes everything. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much my little morning routine. Part of me kind of felt like I didn't work out, so is it really a morning routine? But it is. It's okay to not work out sometimes. Today is my little rest day. I may go on a walk later, but I didn't do a workout this morning. And that's part of giving myself grace, allowing myself to rest without being hard on myself. And I feel really good about it. I feel really good about today. It's been an amazing morning. I am gonna get ready. I have a nail appointment and then I have a lot of work to do. So it's gonna be a good day. Thank you so much for following along my day today. Well, my morning, not my day. And I'm so grateful for this journey. I'm grateful that I'm back on YouTube. It's been such a journey, a mental journey of just not caring what people think of me. Like, part of me is like cringe and embarrassed and like, posting on YouTube is so weird. But man, what are we doing if not like doing the things that God has put on our heart? And so this is an encouragement to you to do the thing, like whatever it is. Comment below, what is something that has been on your heart, on your mind, for you to do and you've just been scared or haven't done it? What is it? I would love to know. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. I am just so grateful to be here, so grateful to be creating again, not from a place of fear, but from a place of excitement, and just super, super, super excited for what's to come in this journey. Comment below any requests that you guys have. Do you guys want to watch that like affirmations video where I go deeper into how I created my affirmations? Let me know your thoughts. Love you guys. Have an incredible week ahead. Mwah.